Okay, so, like you want to go deep right, like into the concept of big lies. Not just like those little white lies everyone
Right, those fibs.
Right, exactly. Like more of those kind of lies that actually change things, like history even, or like whole ways of thinking and stuff.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So we've got this list someone sent in. It's called The Biggest Lies Ever Told.
Okay.
And honestly, it's pretty funny, like just reading through it,
Yeah.
But it got me thinking, like, what is it about these lies that we all just kind of know, right? You know what I mean? Like some are just so classic, like the check is in the mail.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Or I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Oh,
I mean, come on, right? So yeah, like I'm really curious. What are some that stand out to you? Like either you've heard or even said, I don't know.
Well, I mean, thinking about those examples, right? What's interesting to me is like how they all tap into something we all experience, like trusting people and systems or just like hoping for the best, you know? But what makes those lies big, capital B big, is when they impact a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah. Like not just you or me, but like a whole society even.
That makes sense. Like it's like the difference between don't worry, he's never bitten anyone.
Oh, right.
About a neighbor's dog.
Right.
Versus like a government saying some historical event never happened or something.
Exactly. The lie might be like structured the same way, right?
Yeah.
But the impact is just huge.
Way bigger.
And that's where things get interesting, right? Like, why are we so ready to believe some things even when like there's evidence that says the opposite,
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've totally fallen for that dog bite one before.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And later found out, well, maybe never wasn't really the truth. So is it because like we want to believe it so bad, or is there something else going on there, like in our brains?
I think it's probably a bunch of things mixed together, honestly.
Okay.
But one thing that seems to be important is this thing called confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias.
It's like when we look for info that agrees with what we already think, even if it's not true.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And we see this with big lies all the time. Like, just think about it. Someone says, now I'm going to tell you the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Suddenly, whatever they say next seems more believable.
Yeah, like it makes you forget whatever you thought before.
Even if there's no proof.
Right, totally. And it's like in certain situations, some lies just keep popping up.
Yeah.
Like that whole, I've never done anything like this before line.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
It's like a classic for relationships or politics, anything where people have to trust each other.
It is, isn't it? And in those situations, like with relationships and politics, power is a big factor.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like historically, those big lies have been used to control what people think. Like propaganda and stuff.
Wow.
That's how some people stay in power or even get more power.
So it's not just like our own psychology, but also how society is set up that makes these lies spread.
Exactly.
That's really interesting.
But we should be careful not to think that every time we get bad information, it's like some big evil plan,
That's so true.
Sometimes people just get things wrong or they hope something's true even if it's not.
Right, or like they just make mistakes.
Exactly.
Okay, so besides those common phrases we've been talking about, are there like any patterns in the types of big lies throughout history?
Definitely some themes just keep popping up, like rewriting history to fit some ideology,
Right.
Or covering up bad stuff people in power have done, or making people scared or divided so they're easier to control.
Oh, wow. Those are dark.
Yeah, but they're real.
And those themes are still around today, right?
Totally, like all the conspiracy theories and fake news.
Oh, for sure. Big lies are still a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. How do we know what to believe anymore, right? Especially with so much information coming at us all the time.
That's tough.
It is. How can we not fall for these lies?
Well, maybe knowing how they work helps, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like what are the common tricks and stuff.
Yeah.
And then being careful about where we get our information from.
Yeah, those are good steps, but honestly, the best thing we can do is question everything.
Question everything.
Yeah, don't just believe anything you hear or read, especially if it comes from someone who might be trying to get something from you.
Right.
Be a little skeptical, and look for different points of view.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how we can start to break down those big lies and like build something real.
So to sum up, it seems like big lies can be funny when you think about those common phrases.
Right.
But they're really about how our minds work.
Yeah.
And who has power in society.
Yeah.
And we all have to be careful thinkers.
Totally. And as you keep thinking about this, I want you to ask yourself,
okay,
what big lies have shaped how you see the world?
That's a good question.
And what can you do to make sure what you believe in is actually true?
I think I have some thinking to do.
Me too.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, this was a good one. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening to The Deep Dive. See ya next time.
Bye.